Hi folks, thanks for your support. But I've been doing some watercolours on YouTube, as you probably know if you've watched them. I'm going to do one for you this morning. This is on the £200 Bockingford. I think it's Bockingford. Let's have a look. I haven't got many sheets of it left. Yeah, Bockingford cold press. I've got one more sheet left of that. I'm waiting for a 100 sheet pack of Fabriano £130 studio paper, much cheaper than all this. I'm going to make one up. As you know, I just start and then just develop the painting. I'm not working from any reference material. Right, so now where's my little Frank Clark brush rigger? There it is. All the paint, or most of it, has fallen off of the handle, but it's a beautiful little brush. Comes to a beautiful point, so that's a very handy little brush. Got the large Ron Ranson Hake, which is still a bit dirty. Right, let's just take that off. We'll start from scratch. You don't have to use the Hakes just because I am, but all my watercolours are with Hakes, apart from a few I did several years ago. And so I stuck with them when I first discovered Ron Ranson, years and years ago, over 40 years ago. 40 years ago? No, probably 35 years ago. I joined the local art club. It was quite big then. It's not now, but it's still got about 60 members. But I think it's down. When I was in it, it was about 90 members, and I borrowed a Ron Ranson demonstration videotape that was circulating the group, and it just blew me away. I just had to get a Hake. I got one, then I got two, then I got the medium, and it's just a fabulous brush. When you get used to the amount of water it holds, it does split, and you have to pull the hairs back. This one is not a Ron Ranson Hake. It's a Jackson's Own, which has got a sort of serrated edge to it, but it's very good for texturing. That's what we call detailing. Detail. No, we don't do detail, we do texture. Okay, this Hake came from Glen Rappold, along with the Jackson one. He sent them to me. He's in Hawaii, but he contacted Jackson's, who sent me the three Hakes, which was fantastically generous of him. Much appreciated. I don't think he follows me on YouTube, but he certainly does on Patreon, but he certainly does on YouTube. So this, I'm down to my last. I've still got some Saunders Waterford £90, but I shall save that for a rainy day. Palette, Raw Sienna, Alizarin Crimson, Light Red, Ultramarine, Burnt Umber, which I've gone back to using in skies, Payne's Grey, Burnt Sienna, and this beautiful cadmium yellow pale, light, not pale, light. I'll squeeze a bit more of that out because I've ordered another two 21mm tubes from Jackson's, so that should be here by the weekend. Well, I hope anyway. This tube's lasted me quite a time, but the yellow is just the best I've ever used. You can use it neat on some drying patches of ordinary colour. It's just lovely. You can get terrific light on the edges of your trees. So what we'll do, we'll wet the paper all over as a start, the usual. So just bum, 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 bum. Well, I hope this paper doesn't get ruined with bad painting, but if it does, I'll just turn over and start again and scrap the video. Right, there we go. Now, we're going on to some raw sienna. I'll hold the palette. It says you can see me do this. Good of hair. Just take them off. Be careful when you take them off because they will leave marks otherwise. Bit of blue, my usual. I will add a bit of burnt sienna, burnt umber, burnt sienna. That's a quite warm colour, but use it as a cloud. And don't panic, this all dries a bit lighter, a bit of light red in there. Right, let's go back up the top. Bit of red on there as well. Right, there we go, that's the basic colour. Wash the sky, that's all I'm going to do on that. Oh God, still coughing. Right, just take the moisture. Well, I've got this at about 30 degrees angle, so the paint runs down, or the water runs down, and pools at the bottom of the page, so just take it off. This paper is still buckles, however heavy it is. If you want paper that doesn't buckle when you use it, try arches. Right, that's more or less dead flat. I could give that a bit of a... I will. When I wave it, get ready, because I'm not going to turn the video off, because it means it all sets another video off and I have to edit the lot. Right, here we go. Ready? Off. Wave, all done. Yeah, something about the difference between sort of an artist quality paper and the Fabriano studio paper. Well, I've used thousands. Well, I've probably bought 2,000 sheets of it over the years, because I've done well over 2,500 YouTube videos, not all watercolours. Is that the water soaks in fairly quickly, but with the Fabriano it stays on the top because it's sized in such a way, and I don't know how they make it. I've never been to a paper mill. Should do really, but anyway, that's one of the differences, and that's why Fabriano scrapes out very well with a plastic card like that. which you can use for just drawing, forcing the paint out of the paper onto the surface, back to the white underpaint or the white paper. But with this, with the better quality papers, the artist quality papers, they just soak it up. Right, so look at that, it's pretty good. Right, okay, now what are we going to put as a background? We could, well, let's do a sort of valley type of painting. So let's just get we'll go a bit of yellow. I'm not used to this paper, you can tell. Look at that yellow. And just mix that with a bit of green. We'll have a bit of lake across here. It's always a challenge working like this fast without any reference material. But after all these years doing it, I don't really need reference, unless I was doing a commission, which I very rarely do. Thing with me and with doing commissions is that people know how they want them to look, and you lose your integrity. There's a bit of heather. I like to have some leeway as for self-expression. That's nice, isn't it? Ooh. Bit of a heather colour. Just let that soak in. Could probably can scrape out a bit of this. Okay. Got some, let's get some texture in here. Take that reflection down a bit and just put a bit of dark above it. So just let it bleed into the water. Right, okay, that's do that. I'm going to dry that again because I want to carry on with some texturing, but let's just see what happens with. Oh, it does just a bit. Look at that. Okay, I'll dry that now. I think we've done enough texturing for the moment. We'll sort that background out. Right, what we'll do now is to, with the small hake, we'll put some pine trees in, so we'll have distant ones, of course. And we should put them up here. There's a touch of yellow in there, I think. Not too much water on that. Put a few here. All right, let's have a bit of a heather. Now, I'm not used to doing heather because I live in London. I'm miles away from mountains and Scotland and a bit of shadow. Alright, let's just put a bit of stuff on here. Got lovely, lovely greens with this yellow. Right, I'm not going to do any detail in the background. Well, I suppose I could really, couldn't I? Put a loose bluey grey. Right, well that sort of shows. Let's put a bit of texturing. Right, I need to just take a little bit of that water, the shadow on the water. Let's have a bit of a ripple. Okay, well we'll put a signature on. I'll give it a dry. So take your headphones off. Ready, go. Well, apart from the signature, that's all been done with the Hakes, no rigger. I'll put some birds in, so I have to use a rigger for that. Right, signature, so we want it dark for it to show up. I put all these demonstrations or links to them, well, I'll only do a trailer for this because they're not paying for it. But I do put a link on Facebook for all my new stuff. So you can watch me on Facebook on my Dave Usher Artist page. I've got a couple of other pages where you can post your work, but I don't allow anybody to post on my art page. That's mine. Otherwise I get angry and pull my hair out, and you can see I've done that in the past. Right, birds. Right, just okay. That'll do. Now I just wonder. I was thinking of a little fisherman there, but no, there's not a little room. It's just a sort of a pool in the mountains, a pool in the mountains. Right, I'll put a mount on that. Well, this is as you know, this is just too. The aperture is too big for the paper, but for the size. This was cut for a 16 by 12, whereas this piece is 15 by 11, so it just about fits. It's good to enough to show what it's like. Well, I hope you like that one, folks. I'll get it uploaded for you. And just... Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hi, folks. I've just done this for my patrons. It's just... it's a little bit turgid here and there. I'm not used to this paper. It's booking for £200. I had some, I don't know where it came from, I don't think I bought it. A friend, when she gave me all her paints and materials, and she decided she preferred to write a book than learn to do painting. So I picked it all up, it was very kind. And I inherited a tube of wonderful cadmium yellow light, Jackson's Own. I've ordered two tubes of this. It's an absolutely fantastic yellow. You know, it's so very strong because it's artist quality. I thought I'd better stock up on that. And I'm waiting for a block of 1,000 sheets of Fabriano £130 weight of studio paper. It's very good. It doesn't quite do what this does, like the diffuseness, where with wet in wet, you know, how soft is that? It's a rainy, wet day. So I hope you like this one. It's all done by the Hake. The only bit of rigger work was in the birds, and I think I've overdone them, and the signature. That's all. All this was done with the Hakes. So you don't have to use Hakes. I do, because I fell in love with them years ago when I saw a Ron Ranson demonstration video that was circulating in my art club at the time. But that's I think that's a pretty good sky. Sort of the rain either going or coming in, but with the light here. It's all done by luck, really. I just wet the paper and put the paints in, and what happens to it is in the lap of the gods. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.